Welcome back to my channel, Body for Days by Jerrika. Welcome to my 2022 body reset / what I eat in a day to lose weight in the new year. Now let's go into my lunch, which is actually my first meal of the day. As you can see, I have 2 pieces of salmon here, and I'm going to make some salmon bites. I'm only going to use 1 piece for lunch time because that's enough portion. I'm just putting a little ground black pepper. Next, I'm going to use some Goya all-purpose seasoning. Now, I use this on almost anything. It's like my go-to. I got it from my husband. He absolutely loves it. And then now I absolutely love it. So I'm just coating one side. Next, we're going to go with garlic powder. As you know, we put garlic powder on almost anything, right? So I'm just dashing a little bit of garlic powder. You can do it to your taste. It doesn't have to be what I put. It can be more or less. Next is onion powder. Onion powder goes with garlic powder, right? I'm just adding it on to my salmon, both pieces. Next, with my knife, I'm just cutting my salmon into pieces, sort of like bites. You can cut them bigger or smaller. I like to cut them in a bigger chunk because I feel like I'm getting like a salmon nugget per se. And I just love the way they cook when they're thicker. If they are thinner, once you put them on your skillet, they will tend to break up. So I like to make sure that mine are thick before I put them on the skillet. And they're just good to cook and they have a great taste. Now I put my salmon bites on a cast iron skillet and I just added a tablespoon of olive oil. Now you can use any kind of oil you want. Be mindful, if you don't use any olive oil, you can use avocado oil, or you can just use regular Pam so they won't stick. They will stick. I'm not breading mine. I didn't want any extra calories from the breading, so I just decided to do them regular. Just be mindful, they will stick, but they will be amazing. So next, we're going to get into my veggies for this dish. So as you can see, I have tomato, cucumber, and onion. Do you know what I'm making? Like, seriously, do you know what I'm making? If you already know me, you've been watching my content, you already know what I'm putting together here. So if you wanted to use a whole tomato, you can. If you wanted to use a whole cucumber, you can. But I think this is just enough to achieve my pico that I love to make. This pico recipe is very, very simple. I use it in my Body for Days meal plan as well, and showed you guys actually how to make it and actually how much of the ingredients that I put it in. So give or take to your taste buds. You can take away or you can add as you please. It's your world. I just live in it. Do what you want, okay? But I'm showing you how I've lost weight and how I maintain my weight loss throughout this whole time of losing so much weight, and it has been sustainable because I just keep a healthy-ish and balanced diet. So now that my pico is all cut up with my veggies yet, it's not pico yet until you make it do what it do. So I do use a few ingredients in my pico, which are ground cumin. I love me some ground cumin. Next, I use some black pepper. Like I said, it's very, very simple. It's nothing you got to keep going to the store for. It's nothing you're not going to remember or forget rather. And I use just a dash of salt. Okay, so be mindful on the salt. Just do it to your flavor, and then you can add lemon and lime. But for this case, I only had lime in the house, so that's what I'm going to use in this pico today. But if you want to have a more better or a greater taste, you can use a lemon as well as a lime. Next, we're going to go to my sauce. Now, I'm doing a sriracha and honey based sauce. I'm just using regular sriracha and organic honey, and it is to die for. Next, we're doing our plating. So now we're getting our greens in. I have some regular baby spinach, washed, of course. It doesn't have to be, it could be lettuce if you want it to be lettuce if you don't like spinach, or you could do a broccoli base at the bottom, whatever you like. So I'm just adding the pico on to my spinach. This is so quick and so easy. It took me no time to make this dish, and it was just what I needed for that time. Now, as you can see, my salmon bites are golden and they are gorgeous, and they taste just how they look. They were absolutely amazing. Piping hot. As you can see, the golden, crispy outside of the salmon, and it was cooked all the way through to perfection, and I absolutely love this dish. So after I got through plating it, I just took my sriracha and honey based sauce and I just drizzled it over the top. You can do it how you want to. If you want to just take the honey and sriracha sauce and actually toss the entire meal in it, you can do that as well. But I just wanted to drizzle it over the top. As you can see, that looks absolutely beautiful. You see that red, bright sriracha color with that honey. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to make this dish again. It was very filling, and I felt like with the honey, it hit my sweet tooth, and also the salmon and the sweetness and the spice. It was everything that I needed for this meal. Next, I'm using some sesame seeds to top off the top. I did get this sesame seed from where? You guys already know where I get my sesame seed from, and that is Publix, of course. This dish came out absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 recommend. I can't even talk. That's how good it was. Next, we're going into our afternoon positive energy vibes. As you guys know, I stopped drinking so much coffee in the afternoon, and I just substituted for a great tea. I have tons of tea. This is one of my favorite teas. It has a sweet tangerine taste, which I absolutely love. And remember, take it one day at a time. In your journey, you're not alone. You got this. Push through. So learn to accept the body that you have, no matter how perfect or imperfect you think it may be, and things that you need to work on. Focus on your goals. Write them down. Manifest everything that you want into your life. Things that you say you cannot do, things that people don't think you can do, prove them wrong. But most of all, be true to yourself, live in your truth, and always make sure when you're proving people wrong, you're actually doing it for yourself and not them. Be mindful of all the energy around you, whether if it's good or is bad. Remember, start with not only putting positive thoughts in your mind, but putting those positive things into your body. Remember, you don't have to wait till Monday to start. You can start any day. You can restart at any second in your life. It's all up to you and what you decide to do. If you choose to be a better version than you, take heed of that. Take charge, take control, and realize when you have lost control so you can get back on your journey and stay there. Remember, I'm rooting for you. Body for Days is here. I am you. I go through the same struggles, and we can get through this. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on my next video. Smile. It increases your face value.